Caleb calling us from Texas. Hey, Caleb.
Good morning, Dan. My question is, what happens if if I have a buy order for a specific stock, particular stock, and there's a devaluation of the dollar? Will the stock be purchased as soon as the crash comes? And if so, should I cancel any buy orders that I currently have?
Well, here's what theoretically would happen, Caleb. That's a great question. So let me just I'm going to take a minute because I got to explain this to our listeners. So when you put in when you go to buy a stock, you have an opportunity to say, I did it this morning for my charitable trust. You have the opportunity to see that the stock is now selling. In this case of the stock that I did this morning, it was now selling for $27.10. But the ask price, the bid price for it was $24.70. I put a price in and said if I can get it for $24.90, I'll take it. So what? And that's putting a limit order in for when you're buying a stock. Caleb is asking that what's going to happen. So obviously, if the dollar devalues, the stock, I guess, is everything going to? I don't want to pay $24 for a stock that is now worth $12 because the dollar was devalued by 50 cents. Is that what you're saying, Caleb?
Right, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, so, of course, theoretically, that shouldn't happen. Because if the stock was 30 and you have a buy order for 24 on the way down to 12, is it going to, hit? It's going to hit your order and it's going to execute. Theoretically, that everything, now I'm talking about a government devaluation, the government coming on TV and saying that your $200 in your savings account is now worth $100, devaluating the dollar by X amount of things. Everything has to devalue equally. I believe what would happen in the case of a brokerage situation is any of those orders will not be executed because they're going to have to reset their system immediately. So my guess is the whole trading platform is going to shut down. And I've talked about banks and financials shutting down while they can reset the system. So I don't think any of that would get executed. But theoretically, that that buy order for $24 should immediately go to $12 because that's going to devalue too. Just like your $500 salary is going to go to $250. Just like your debt is going to be everything that is denominated in the dollar and it is a government intentional devaluation, everything should devalue equally. Now, so that shouldn't happen. So I'm not going to cancel. I have standing orders in some of the institutional money that I manage, the endowment money and charitable trust money and charitable gift annuity money that I manage. I'm not going to get rid of any of my orders because there would have to be an immediate flipping the switch and shutting down the trading platform. And just like banks are going to be closed for 2 or 3 weeks, those trading platforms are going to be closed for 2 or 3 weeks, the same reason. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I would proceed as usual and not be concerned about it. So hopefully that clears up the question there a little bit.